Hey everyone, welcome back to Retro Reel Recaps. Today we're going to talk about the movie Ghosted. This is the story of a nice guy who hasn't had much luck in love, but things take a wild turn when he finds out the truth about the girl he likes. The movie starts in Washington, D.C., where we meet a girl named Sadie Rhodes. She's driving her car and looks really upset. Just then, she gets a call from a woman named Claudia Yates. Claudia asks her, "Why are you so bothered by that girl's death?" Sadie replies, "She was just like me in our department. She was killed because she did the same job as me." Claudia tries to comfort her and says, "Don't overthink it, just focus on your work, things will get better soon." Sadie says she's really hungry, and the first thing she's going to do is buy some groceries. Next, we meet a man named Cole Turner. He sells herbs at his stall because he's a farmer and a botanist. After selling some herbs, he can't find his money box, so he apologizes to the customers. They find his polite behavior funny. Cole then uses an app on his phone to track down his money box and gives the customers their change. It turns out he uses this app for all his things. He starts maintaining his log but seems a little distracted because he just went through a breakup and is feeling down. Just then, a woman named Edna, who owns a nearby plant stall, starts talking to Cole. She tells him, "You'll find someone new, forget the past and focus on your work." Then she asks Cole to watch her stall for a while and leaves. Meanwhile, Sadie arrives at the market and sees a begonia plant at Edna's stall. She likes it and picks it up. Cole notices her looking around for the stall owner. He walks over and says, "Nice choice, this plant is wonderful," but then he warns her, "Don't let pets eat its leaves because they're a little toxic. Also, water it every 2 days." Sadie replies, "Sometimes I'm away for months." Hearing this, Cole shakes his head and says, "Sorry, but I can't sell it to you. If it doesn't get water regularly, it'll die fast and I don't want that to happen." Sadie, surprised, insists, "But I want this plant." Cole refuses again and suggests, "You should get a plastic plant or a cactus. That would suit you better." Sadie asks Cole, "What kind of seller are you? Are you a patron saint of plants?" What starts as a funny argument turns into a serious debate, with neither of them backing down. Just then, Edna comes back and listens to their fight. Without thinking twice, she sells the plant to Sadie for $10. As Sadie walks away with the plant, Cole shouts, "R.I.P. young plant," teasing Sadie. Edna laughs and says, "I thought you two were going to exchange numbers." Behind all the arguing, I could see some flirting. Hearing this, Cole quickly runs towards Sadie's car, telling Edna to watch his stall. He moves so fast that Sadie has to hit the brakes. The begonia plant in the back seat falls, and the pot breaks. Cole then asks, "Can we go for coffee?" Sadie looks at him, surprised. "We just had a fight, and now you're asking me out for coffee?" she says. Cole tells her that even during their argument, he felt a connection with her. Then, realizing how that sounds, he awkwardly says, "Sorry," and starts to walk away. But Sadie felt something too. Before he can leave, she honks and stops him. She signals him to come back and says, "If it's just coffee, then okay." Cole's face lights up with happiness, and he gets into her car. Then Cole and Sadie walk around, talking and drinking coffee. They visit different places and start sharing stories about their lives. Sadie tells Cole, "I'm an international art dealer. Whenever I get a call, I travel to different countries to explore art." Cole replies, "Farming is my passion, but I'm also writing a book about taking care of plants and how humans are harming nature every day." Cole then takes Sadie to a place with a long staircase and tells her, "The Exorcist, the scariest movie ever, was filmed here." He asks Sadie, "What's your biggest fear?" Sadie replies that she isn't scared of anything because she chooses not to be afraid. Cole challenges her, "Let's race to the top of the stairs. If I win, you have to tell me your biggest fear." Confident, Sadie accepts. Cole takes out his phone and an inhaler. We learn he has mild asthma. He takes a puff and Sadie tells him to put all his stuff in her bag. "Ready, steady, go!" They shout and they start running up the stairs. At first, Cole is ahead, but Sadie, who is very fit, quickly passes him and wins. Breathing heavily, Cole says, embarrassed, "I'm guessing you work out a lot." Sadie just laughs. Later, they go to an art museum. Sadie opens up about her past, telling Cole how brave her mom was, especially when they migrated to the US on a raft. She also shares that her mom passed away when she was young, which is why she never lets fear control her. She wants to be strong like her mom. They spend the whole day together, and by night they end up at a bar. Sadie starts singing and calls Cole to join her, but he's too shy. Still, they have a great time. At one point, Cole asks, "What kind of partner are you looking for?" Sadie smiles and says, "I want someone like a cactus, strong enough to survive even if they don't get water for a long time. I travel a lot, so I need someone who understands me even when we're apart. They should be strong and committed so there's no trouble between us." As they keep talking, they grow more comfortable. Slowly, they move closer, and soon they share a sweet, romantic moment. They enjoy each other's company, making beautiful memories together. When morning comes, Cole walks Sadie home. At her doorstep, they both agree they had an amazing time but should say goodbye now. Deep down though, neither wants to leave. Sadie steps inside, and Cole lingers by the door, trying to convince himself to be strong like a cactus, but he can't. Inside, Sadie also hesitates, unable to ignore her feelings. After a few seconds, she opens the door again. They look at each other, and this time they completely give in to the moment. Cole returns home, overjoyed. The second he walks in, he excitedly tells his parents, "I think I've finally found the girl I've been searching for." His sister Maddie rolls her eyes and says sarcastically, "Let's see how long this lasts. She'll leave you too, just like the last one did. You're too clingy, that's why your ex left." But Cole ignores her. He's completely in love with Sadie. Maddie looks at his cell phone and sees a photo that Cole secretly took of Sadie while she was sleeping. Maddie scolds him, "This is why girls leave you." But Cole explains he only took it as a happy memory. Days pass, and while working on his farm, Cole keeps texting Sadie. But after 3 or 4 days, she still hasn't replied. He starts feeling uneasy. His dad asks about Sadie, and Cole admits he's waiting for her response. While working, Cole suddenly struggles to breathe. He realizes his asthma inhaler is missing. Then he remembers, he left it in Sadie's bag before their race on the stairs. Luckily, Cole had put a tracker in his inhaler in case he ever lost it. Without wasting time, he starts tracking its location. When Cole checks the tracker, he's shocked to see Sadie is in London. Maddie says Sadie has ghosted him, but Cole argues, she's an art dealer, she travels for work. Still, he starts worrying, what if I never see her again? Then he makes a decision. He'll go to London and surprise her, no matter what. His parents support him. The next day, Cole arrives in London. In the taxi, he tells the driver he brought a cactus as a joke for his girlfriend, and is here to surprise her. The driver isn't interested and just says, "Sounds like she ghosted you." When the driver asks for a huge fare, Cole reluctantly pays. Using the tracker, Cole heads towards Sadie's location near London Bridge. But as he walks down a street, something crazy happens. Out of nowhere, a group of people surround him, grab him, and knock him out. They throw him into a car and drive away. When Cole wakes up, he's in a strange place. A man named Borislav stands in front of him and calls him taxman. Cole looks around. He's locked in a lab filled with deadly insects used to torture people for information. Terrified, Cole says, "You've got the wrong guy. I'm just a farmer." Borislav doesn't believe him. To test him, they bring out a poisonous insect. "One bite, and you're dead in minutes," the man says, moving it closer to Cole. Just as Cole braces for the worst, bang! A woman crashes through the door and starts shooting everyone with perfect aim. Cole watches in shock as she unties him. It's Sadie. She hands him a gun and says, "Be ready." Still confused, Cole grabs his bag. As they move out, he sees they're in what looks like a cave. But before they can escape, more enemies attack, shooting at them. They duck behind a table, then Sadie jumps out and takes them all down. When it's over, Cole stares at her. "Who are you?" Sadie finally admits, "I'm CIA." They rush out of the lab and Cole realizes they're not in London anymore. They're in Khyber Pass, Pakistan, near Afghanistan. Before Cole can process this, armed mercenaries show up and start shooting. As they run, Cole's bag gets destroyed. With no other choice, they sprint away from the bullets. Soon they see a colorful Pakistani bus coming toward them. Sadie runs ahead, stops it at gunpoint, and scares all the passengers off. She jumps into the driver's seat while Cole stands frozen outside. "Come on!" she yells. Sadie drives away in reverse with the mercenaries chasing and shooting at them. Cole, still shocked, looks at her and asks, "Have you done this before?" Sadie replies mysteriously, "I'll let you think I have." More mercenaries arrive in cars and bikes, trying to surround them. But Sadie, who's an expert driver, hits them while still driving backward. She knocks one vehicle off the road and sends 2 mercenaries flying through the air as Cole dreadfully watches. Cole feels hurt and tells Sadie, "You lied. You told me you were an art dealer, and I believed you." Sadie snaps back, "Why did you follow me here anyway?" Before Cole can answer, more armed mercenaries chase them, firing weapons from their vehicles. Cole is terrified, holding onto the handrail with both hands. Sadie tells him, "I wanted someone who could be like a cactus, but you crossed the ocean for me." Frustrated, Cole says, "That was supposed to be romantic." As they approach a tunnel, Sadie realizes she needs to turn the vehicle around. She hits the brakes and spins the vehicle while still moving, killing some mercenaries in the process. The sudden turn sends Cole flying to the front windshield because of the force. Now driving forward, Sadie crashes into another vehicle at full speed. This impact sends Cole through the windshield, but he barely manages to hold on outside the bus. A thug in the front car tries to shoot Cole, but Cole dodges just as Sadie kills the attacker. Now Cole finds himself on top of the moving bus. Another thug jumps onto the bus and tries to get in through the back door. As Sadie turns sharply, Cole hangs onto a pole for dear life. He shouts at Sadie, who turns again so Cole can swing back inside. Once in, Cole immediately fights with the thug who entered. After a tough struggle, Cole finally beats him and throws him out of the bus, but the danger continues. More mercenaries climb onto the bus and attack Sadie. She fights back bravely, throwing them off while also destroying several of the chasing vehicles. After a wild chase, they finally escape. But just when they think they're safe, the bus breaks down and stops. Knowing they can't stay, Sadie tells Cole they'll have to continue on foot. Meanwhile, we meet Levesque, a powerful crime boss. It turns out all the men chasing Sadie and Cole were working for him. Wagner, Levesque's right-hand man, shows Cole's profile and says, "We've identified the taxman, but he's not in any intelligence database. He must be working off the books." This makes Levesque furious. He immediately orders, "Send this taxman's photo to all our men. A $1 million reward for whoever catches him alive." Now, every bounty hunter in the area is hunting for Cole. Back with Sadie and Cole, they continue walking through tribal Pakistan. Cole, still shaken about what happened, says, "Those men tried to kill me because they thought I was the taxman. Who really is the taxman?" After a pause, Sadie finally tells him the truth. "They believe you're the taxman. But actually, I am." This makes Cole even more frustrated. They decide to get Cole out of the country safely. They catch a taxi to meet a man called Marco. When night falls, they arrive at a crowded market. Sadie's plan is simple. Marco will help send Cole back to America. Marco asks Sadie why she's here. She explains she came after getting intel about Aztec, a deadly bioweapon that could wipe out humanity. Levesque's men stole it. Sadie then tells Marco, "No matter what, you have to get Cole home safely." Marco agrees to help. Sadie starts to leave without another word, but just as Marco is about to take Cole away, bang! A gunshot hits Marco and he falls. A man steps from the shadows, already holding Sadie at gunpoint. He orders them to move quietly. Then another attacker appears, pointing his gun at Cole and Sadie. With no choice, they obey. After a short walk, they're forced into a car. Inside, another dangerous man waits. He kills their captor by snapping his neck, then looks at Cole and Sadie. Cole, completely terrified, stares in shock. The man orders Cole to throw the dead body out of the car, then smirks. "Levesque put a $1 million bounty on you," he says. "Now everyone here will hunt you." He makes Sadie drive while placing small chips on their necks. "Try anything stupid," he warns, "and one twist of my ring will send 50,000 volts through your bodies." After driving a short distance, the man suddenly stops and orders them into his vehicle. But before they can move, crash! Another car slams into him at full speed, killing him instantly. In the chaos, Sadie grabs his ring. She and Cole escape, stealing another car to get away. While Sadie is driving, Cole suddenly remembers something important. He tells her that when he was captured earlier, the men kept asking him about some passcode over and over. He asks Sadie what this means. Hearing this, Sadie gets angry and suddenly slams the brakes. "Why didn't you tell me this before?" she shouts. After thinking for a moment, she realizes something important. Levesque's men still haven't found the passcode for the bioweapon. Without this code, they can't open the Aztec box or sell the weapon. This also explains why Levesque put a $1 million bounty on Cole's head. They think he knows the passcode. Cole, now frustrated, demands that Sadie explain everything to him. She tells him all about the Aztec weapon, but then before Cole can react, Sadie suddenly hits him on the head, knocking him out cold. When Cole wakes up, he's shocked to find himself facing Levesque's men. Even worse, Sadie has brought him here to make a deal. Wagner stands in front of Cole. Cole tries to speak, but his mouth is stuffed. When he makes noise, Wagner punches him. Sadie confidently says, "Here's the taxman. Now I want my $1 million. Levesque arrives with his guards. When Sadie asks for her payment, Levesque says she'll get it soon. Sadie insists she'll stay with Cole until she gets paid. Hearing this, Wagner orders his men to put both Sadie and Cole on a plane. Before they leave, Levesque secretly tells Wagner to kill Sadie after they land. On the plane, Cole watches as they search his suitcase. Sadie gets a chance to talk to Cole privately. She removes the rope from his mouth and whispers that everything is going according to her plan. But Cole is furious that Sadie used him as bait. Before they can do anything, Wagner takes Cole's phone and checks it. When he sees a photo of Cole and Sadie together, the one Cole secretly took when they were at her house, Wagner realizes they know each other. All the men point their guns at Sadie and Cole. Thinking fast, Sadie says, "Don't kill Cole, I have the passcode." She pretends to take something from her pocket but actually puts an electric chip in Wagner's hand. When she twists her ring, Wagner gets shocked and passes out. Sadie quickly attacks the other men. Cole joins the fight, helping take down their attackers. But during the fight, one man stabs Sadie with a knife. Seeing this makes Cole quickly picks a napkin. Cole tries to knock out the man until he's unconscious. Bleeding from her wound, Sadie tells Cole to take a parachute and jump from the plane with the briefcase before the men wake up. Cole grabs a parachute, but instead of leaving Sadie behind, he picks her up and jumps with both her and the briefcase. Later, we see them on an island. Cole has made a tent from the parachute. When Sadie wakes up, she sees Cole not only saved her but also brought the briefcase. As night falls, without telling Cole, she turns on her GPS to alert the CIA of their location. After some time, they start talking. Cole has used his plant knowledge to treat Sadie's wounds, which impresses her. Seeing how kind and caring Cole is makes Sadie feel guilty for how she treated him. They talk for hours, growing closer again. Sadie apologizes for using Cole as bait, and Cole apologizes for taking her photo without permission. They share some tender moments together. Meanwhile, Wagner's men report that they found the parachute on an island. The next day, Wagner and his men find Cole and Sadie on the island and start shooting at them. Just in time, the CIA arrives by boat and fights Wagner's men. During the battle, Wagner escapes with the briefcase. After the fight, the CIA takes Cole and Sadie to their headquarters. There, they're strapped to lie detector machines. A CIA officer named Monty Jackson questions them. But instead of answering properly, Cole and Sadie keep arguing with each other the whole time. In a funny way, while they're blaming each other, they're actually expressing their true feelings. Jackson gets tired of their fighting and stops them. He tells Sadie to go see her boss. Sadie meets her superior, Claudia Yates. Claudia says, "You failed to get Aztec back, and you broke many rules. Because of this, you're suspended from the mission." Meanwhile, Jackson pulls Cole aside and warns him to stay away from Sadie. He tells Cole Sadie always lies. She's just using you. She's killed many people before, and she'll do the same to you. When Jackson shows Cole pictures of people Sadie has killed, Cole notices something important in one photo: an amaranth crop. Being a plant expert, Cole realizes this crop is grown in the US but used by Aztec people. When he says this at CIA headquarters, Sadie suddenly understands. The passcode for the Aztec box is actually based on the genetic sequence of the amaranth plant. The CIA decides to trick Levesque by giving him only half of the passcode. Since Levesque thinks Cole is the taxman who knows the code, they plan to use Cole as bait to catch Levesque. But Cole refuses at first. Then they tell him, "You're in danger. And now your family is too because they think you're the taxman." Sadie watches nervously as Claudia and Jackson convince Cole, hoping he won't agree. But when Cole hears his family might be in danger, he decides to help. Sadie tries to stop him, saying, "This mission is too dangerous. The CIA will use you and then leave you." Cole replies, "Your CIA friends said the same thing about you, that you used me." This makes Sadie angry. She begs Claudia to let her do the mission instead. But Claudia refuses. Sadie gets upset and storms out. Meanwhile, we meet a man named Utami. He had hired Levesque to get Aztec with the passcode, but now he's mad at Levesque. He says, "I need that passcode in 48 hours or I'll kill you. This time, I'm coming with you to meet the taxman." After saying this, Utami starts to leave, but Levesque stops him with a hateful look. Levesque says, "No matter what happens at this meeting, I want to kill the taxman before we're done." Utami agrees and tells Levesque, "Do whatever you want with the taxman." After sending half the passcode to Levesque, the CIA sets a trap. They book a restaurant table for Cole and tell Levesque the taxman will be there. The CIA drives Cole to the restaurant in their vehicles. When they arrive at the mall entrance, Cole walks inside, feeling annoyed because his collar keeps itching. The CIA team, watching from their van, sees Cole scratching. Jackson tells Cole through his earpiece, "Stop touching your collar. Act normal." Cole replies, "I haven't worn a suit in years." In the elevator, Cole asks Jackson, "How many agents do we have here?" When Jackson answers only 3, Cole gets nervous and says, "Just 3 people to protect me." Jackson tries to calm him down, saying everything is under control. Cole goes to his table while the CIA team watches from their van outside. Soon they warn Cole Levesque and his men have arrived, but Levesque is smart. He brings Utami with him, and has his men kill all the CIA agents in their vehicle. As Jackson is dying, he tells Cole to run away. Cole starts to leave but then suddenly changes his mind and goes back to the table. At the same time, we see Sadie, who is very worried about Cole. Levesque and Utami arrive at Cole's table with the Aztec briefcase and demand the passcode. Cole pretends to negotiate, saying, "You helped me by killing those agents. I only came here because I got nothing from working with them. Double my payment and I'll open the case." He's stalling for time, secretly hoping Sadie will come because his feelings for her are real. Utami gets angry and snaps, "Stop lying, give me the passcode now." Levesque points his gun at Cole. Just as they're about to shoot, Sadie arrives in a stunning black dress. Cole's face lights up. He'd been waiting for her. Sadie sits beside Cole and tells Utami, "I'm the real taxman. I know the passcode." She gives her account number and says, "Transfer the money first." Then she opens the briefcase using the passcode, revealing the Aztec bioweapon in a glass flask. The money transfers instantly, but Levesque says, "We're not done yet. You're not leaving." His men aim their guns at Cole and Sadie. Suddenly gangsters appear and point guns at Levesque's men. Sadie had put a $1 million bounty on him. Restaurant guests panic and run away. Sadie grabs the weapon and runs as bullets fly everywhere. Utami's men try to kill them, but Sadie shoots back while Cole fights in his own clumsy way. The gangsters help by fighting Utami's men. Meanwhile, the restaurant's rotating roof mechanism starts spinning wildly during Cole's fight with Wagner. After a tough struggle, Cole throws Wagner into the machine, killing him but damaging it further. The whole building spins faster. Utami orders Levesque to get the weapon, but Levesque betrays and shoots Utami instead. He then fights Sadie for the bioweapon. When Levesque nearly kills Sadie, Cole rushes in and pushes him away. Levesque grabs the weapon and tries to escape. Sadie shoots at the roof structure, making part of it collapse. Levesque falls through, but Sadie catches the Aztec flask. Cole grabs her just in time, saving her. They share a loving look. Cole says, "You look amazing in that dress," and Sadie replies, You should wear suits more often. CIA helicopters arrive to rescue them. Later, we see Cole's whole family happily eating together. Even his sister Maddie is glad to see them as a couple, joking about their crazy journey. His parents are delighted too. In the final scene, Cole waits outside a building when Sadie arrives in a fancy car. As Cole opens the trunk to put his things in, he's shocked to find a tied-up man inside. Sadie casually says, "That's just work stuff. It stays in the car on date night." Cole nods, puts his things in, and they walk inside happily as a couple. And that's the end of the story. If you enjoyed this recap, please like, subscribe for more movie stories, and share with friends. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.